Okay, guys, brilliant. Well, welcome back. Let's get straight into it. The first question is from someone called Skipper Vicky. And Vicky says, the manual states red light for 3 minutes. This email, well, she's referring to another email she received that said she can use near infrared light for eyes. She says, why am I always confused about how to use my red light for the best effects? Look, the science is ongoing. Okay, so when we say in the manual, use your red light therapy for your eyes, I mean, use red light only for your eyes, that is the latest information we have at the time of writing. When we get new information, we share that with yourselves via the email and the Instagram and all that. So if our information changes over time, it's nothing to be confused about. It's because we're doing our due diligence, we're keeping up with the science, and as soon as we know, we tell you. But as far as eyes go, you can use red and near infrared light. Okay, there is a little bit of fear around infrared light for the eyes because infrared light is harmful for the eyes, but only very, very powerful infrared light. Okay, it's like, if you were to stare directly into the sun, that might not be good for your eyes. But if you're just going about your day normally, sunshine for your eyes is fantastic. It's the same with red light therapy. When you use our devices for your eyes, as long as you're 65 centimeters away, we've tested this in laboratories. We know it's 65 centimeters away, where you're going to get what we think so far is the perfect strength of light to use for your eyes. This is based on the latest evidence we have from the guys that are doing the scientific research. So 65 centimeters, red or infrared light or infrared light, your eyes are going to be absolutely safe, nothing to worry about. So that will cover most of the questions we got about eyes. We get a lot of questions about eyes. How close and for how long should I hold my target light too near my face? 5 minutes is pretty much all you need, between 50 to 65 centimeters away. As I hold the red light near the face, do I have to move my head this way and that to cover different areas? So yes, so when you're doing your face, especially with the target light 2, it's not a very big light, obviously. It's big enough for most of your face, really. I mean, when you're holding the light at arm's length away, most of the front of your face will be getting red light therapy. But it's absolutely perfect to hold it on the side of your face, the side of your head, and both sides as well. Remember just that 50 to 65 centimeters away. For back pain, how close to the flesh can the light be positioned? So when it comes to things like pain or anything that's where you require deeper penetration, so that can be, your hormonal stuff, muscle performance, pain, anything that's on the inside of your body, you can get really, really close with any of the lights, because there's a principle of reflectance. When you switch this light on, obviously a lot of the light will actually reflect off your skin. So for pain and for deep tissue stuff, you can be very, very close. In fact, you can be touching. When I'm treating myself for pain, I make sure I'm touching my light, because that's the way I know I get the most penetration and the most energy for my painful joints or my painful muscles. So anywhere from touching to 2 centimeters away. You never need to be further than 2 centimeters if you're interested in things like pain, or any other deep tissue treatments. That's a great question. Layla asks, does red light therapy for the eyes have to be 8 a.m. or can it be later during the day? Is it okay if I use at night for the eyes? So the science is quite clear on this. There's a circadian aspect to the way our eyes absorb light at different times of day. Okay, so what they found in the studies is that the eyes are most receptive to red light therapy between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning. So we have to go with the latest studies that we have and the latest science that we have. So yes, it is best if you can do your eyes between 8 and 9 a.m. in the morning, because that is when they are most receptive to the red light therapy. You can, if that really is a problem, I would say go ahead and do it at any time of the day as well, because it's still going to be good for energy production in the eyes. So you can do it at any time. Should I do it at night for my eyes? I do not recommend this, because getting bright light to your face after dark may interfere with sleep. So I would not do red light therapy to my face or to my eyes after dark or too close to bedtime. I'm just going to pop onto Instagram. There's a couple of questions coming up. In a Mountain, Tommy B says, I've been suffering a lot with seasonal illnesses last year, specifically sore throats. Well, sore throats, if you have a target light 2, which I think you do, you'd literally just want to do that. You know, sometimes we feel it in our glands around here, maybe the tonsils or the lymph nodes. You can literally hit the throat from that angle. Giving your thyroid a blast is always a good idea. And from the side there as well. You can do the back of your head. You know, it's a bit more of your spine, I suppose, but there's fantastic benefits there. And if you're really up for it, light right into the mouth. Okay, it's a bit awkward, I admit, but if you can get some light in your mouth, into your throat, onto your tonsils, I think you'll have a really pleasant experience there. How long can you hold the lamp directly on the skin? So it depends what you're trying to do. If you're doing it for pain relief, you only need, 5 to 8 minutes, because that's the correct amount of energy that your cells can absorb in any one session. So it doesn't really need to be more than 8 minutes. So let's say I was doing target light on my wrist. This is exactly what I do. I do 5 minutes on there, 5 minutes on there, and that's my treatment done. You don't need to do more than that. And if you're doing multiple body parts, let's say you're doing both wrists, both knees, eventually the light will get quite hot. So what you do then is you just switch it to near infrared only, because the near infrared is the one that actually goes deep into your bones and your organs and your joints, but it also doesn't produce the heat. So when the light gets too hot, switch the red light off and just use the near infrared light. It'll cool down and you can keep using it on various parts of your body. It looks like a person called Yashwin or Ashwin is asking about red light therapy for eyes. How does it help? Red light therapy helps your eyes the same way it helps any other parts of your body. All parts of your body contain cells. These cells contain mitochondria. These mitochondria is what creates cellular energy, which gives the tissue its energy and ultimately gives you your energy just to be alive. So how does red light therapy work for the eyes? Exactly that way. It recharges the cells of your eyes so they're able to see clearer, they're able to see better, they're able to process all the information that's coming into your eyes a lot easier and a lot more efficiently, which translate to you being able to see better, to see clearer, to be able to, tell contrasts between colors clearer. And in the case of things like macular degeneration and other types of age-related degeneration, it will slow the symptoms. And with continued use, we do believe that it may even halt the symptoms and reverse it. We've got scores of clients that have actually improved the strength of their eyes with a few short weeks of red light therapy. So that is what it's capable of doing. And you just hold your light, any of our devices, arm's length away. You aim it at your face. You gaze in the direction of the light. You don't stare directly at the light. You look around the light. So you look just to the left, just above, just below, just the other side. And just let the red light enter your eyes. 3 to 5 minutes a day, 8 a.m. Between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. is best. Do you think red light therapy, Josephine Brown is asking, do you think red light therapy with infrared sauna is better? No, I do not. It's not a good idea to combine too many of your health practices together in one, specifically like red light therapy and saunas. They're two different therapies, even though they share a similar word, infrared. They're completely different kinds of infrared light, and they act on the body in very different ways. So one of my fears is that you're just canceling one of them out. If you do your red light therapy, then your sauna, or if you do them together, you're giving your body too much information, too much stress to deal with. So I do strongly suggest anybody just keep your sessions separate. If you're going to do red light therapy, just do red light therapy. Save the sauna for another day. If you're going to do an ice bath, just do the ice bath. Save the red light therapy for another day. And there is some evidence that doing red light, very little, but doing red light therapy while you're very hot, lessens the benefits or lessens the effects of the red light therapy. So my opinion, keep them separate. How long for skin healing? Again, 5 minutes. The 5 minutes thing per area is because all our lights have more or less the same power, except the PainGo Pad, of course. They all have more or less the same power, but they are bigger or smaller devices. So regardless of what device you're using, it's more or less the same distance, more or less the same time. So around 5 minutes for the face. You can do 6 minutes, 8 minutes, 4 minutes. All of it is good. Can children use red light therapy? Yes, absolutely. It's great for kids. It'll really help them grow well. Are there better quality red lights than others? There absolutely are. But all the major brands these days are good enough. In my opinion, honestly, there's not much difference between, if you do a Google search and you see the major brands, we're all more or less the same. There's only so much we can do with red light therapy. Like, it's a light that comes out of a box. It needs to be a certain power to go into your body. That's pretty much the gist of it. What companies are doing is they're adding a lot of things, in my opinion, that aren't necessary. There's voice control, there's touch screens, there's some of them are now playing music. It's stuff that, in my opinion, doesn't benefit the red light therapy at all. So all the major brands are good enough. Where you are going to find poorer quality lights is when you start going to places like Amazon, and they're crazy cheap. And that's the alarm bells there. Like, there's no way they can make good red light therapy that cheap. So they must be sacrificing something else. Someone saying, will it help eye health? Yes. I'm not sure what you mean by that. You're saying I'm Mr. or Mrs. K. Dawson. Will it help eye health? Yes, absolutely. Another Layla is asking, is there a quick directions on which settings to use for different needs? Yes, there is. We email guides. Every week we email people with guides. We send guides out in your email when you buy from us. We post them on Instagram constantly. They're in social media constantly. So Layla might have to just have a quick look through her spam again. And perhaps in the box that came with the light, the box with the light came in, there should be some instructions there. Red light therapy is safe for cataracts. That's a great question. Should your eyes be closed while doing red light therapy? Your eyes can be open or closed. It does obviously penetrate your eyelids, and it benefits your eyes, so it's no problem at all. But I'm not sure if this person's meaning, like, if they're doing their elbow, for example, is it okay to get red light in their eyes? Short little bursts of red light as you're moving the device around, it's not a problem at all. The crazy thing is, the scary thing is, people are worried about red light therapy can be harmful for their eyes. But this phone that I'm staring into right now, and this laptop that I'm staring into right now, is way more harmful for your eyes and your skin, for that matter, than red light therapy could ever be. So that's the irony of it. But you can have your eyes open or closed. If you're doing an eye treatment and it's too harsh for your eyes, you can either move the device further away or just keep your eyes closed. Most people experience a strengthening in their eyes within a couple of weeks of starting the red light therapy. Diana is asking, is near infrared light the best red light for the eyes? They're both good. Red and near infrared light are both good for your eyes, again, provided you keep the distance that we recommend for our devices. Can eyes be open while red light is on the face? Absolutely. What's the best light for pets? I'm not sure. So I guess they might be talking about a device. Well, sometimes panels can be easier for pets because you can just lie the panel down, and very often animals will just gravitate towards it and sit in front of it and get their own red light therapy like that. And you know, you can use any of our devices for pets, but obviously something like this, you know, you'd need someone to hold the light on the animal, or if the animal could lie in a specific position, you can balance this light on it and just leave it there, you know, for about 10 minutes on the animals, because the animals have so much fur generally, so they can have longer time. What's the best light for clear skin? Any of the lights, any of our lights will work. Red and near infrared light is fantastic for skin. Can you stare at the red lights? Is it dangerous? You shouldn't stare at any bright light for a prolonged period of time. So, you know, if someone shines a flashlight in your eye, obviously your natural instinct is to pull away. And that's how you should judge your red light therapy treatment, actually. If you get a red light device and you switch it on and it's so bright and so uncomfortable for you, that shows that your eyes might be quite weak or quite sensitive. And in that case, you need greater distance from the light, and you don't need to stare at it. I do from time to time when I'm doing my treatments, but I don't stare. You know, I might look at it for a couple of seconds, then I'll do something else, I'll look away, I kind of move my gaze around so that the light is coming into your eyes. So it's only dangerous to stare at it like any other bright light. If you stare at it when it's too bright for you and for too long, you can damage your eyes, but that goes for all kinds of bright light. Does it help with scars? Yes, it can. It can help reduce the appearance of scars and start to help the body and the skin rebuild. Is it okay to have a space heater on for the warmth? Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be uncomfortable when you're doing your red light therapy. Is that the same person that asked about the sauna, I wonder? Well, I'm not sure. I can't find it now. But yeah, you can have a space heater on. I mean, you know, your red light therapy only lasts, you know, 5 to 20 minutes, depending on what you're doing. So yeah, that's no problem. What is there a protocol for eyes? This is 𝐴𝐸𝐿 888888. Yeah, there is a protocol for eyes. Every morning between 8 and 9 a.m. That is the best time, according to the science, when your eyes will absorb red light therapy. With any of our devices, it's arm's length away from your face. Eyes can be open or closed. It's 3 to 5 minutes a day. And you don't need to look directly at it. You just look around the light. You can look directly at it, but not for too long. And yeah, just gaze around the light so the light gets in your eyes at all different angles. Would I use near infrared and red light for bloating direct to the skin in children? Is that, I'm assuming that's on the stomach or the tummy. Yes, you can use both, and you can put the light directly on the tummy. It should help the kids. Bloating, of course, is usually a sign that something is making the kids' tummies unhappy. The red light therapy will help reduce that, but you know, of course, there's a food element that needs to be addressed there. Would you use near infrared light and red for scars? Yes, you can use both of those, absolutely. So if anybody has any more questions, I'll wait a couple more minutes. Any more questions out there, guys? It seems like a lot of people are actually, I mean, I kind of knew this, but are interested in eye health, which, you know, is not surprising because, you know, when I think about it, you know, most of us are using our phones a lot and on screens a lot. We're indoors a lot. We're under artificial light. So it's, you know, it's quite a fact. You know, I think it's quite obvious that, you know, a lot of us are suffering with weaker eyes and struggling with vision and struggling with tired eyes and dry eyes and eye fatigue. So red light therapy for eyes is fantastic. Eye protocol quickly again. 𝐬𝐞𝐸888888. Just head to our website. Anybody who, whenever you buy from us, you're going to get a full guide, a 90-page guide that's going to tell you everything back to front, inside out. If not, you can check out our YouTube channel where this Q&A will be posted. This question comes up every week. So you can watch any of our Q&As and they will tell you about the eye protocol. Unless 𝐬𝐞𝐸8888, if you already have a light, you will already have the guide in your email inbox. There's a couple of about the hydroquinone. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. You can use the red light therapy before applying the that cream on your face, if that's what you mean. If not, I would recommend speaking to your skin specialist first, although they may not know much about red light therapy, but in general, use the red light therapy before putting any creams on your face. For eyes, should we take out contacts? Yes. If possible, please take out your contacts so you get pure, unadulterated light in your eyes. Great for acne, of course. Anything skin-related. 𝐬𝐞𝐸888888. Okay, he or she does have a device. Write it down. Arm's length, 3 to 5 minutes, 8 a.m. in the morning. That's all you need to know. Arm's length, 3 to 5 minutes, 8 a.m. in the morning. That's it. No, you should not use sunscreen before using the light. You should not use sunscreen at all. You should just do your best not to get sunburned. The chemicals that they use in sun cream are probably worse for you than the sun. That's my opinion. I would not use sun cream. I don't use sun cream ever. What about creepy skin or crappy skin due to rapid weight loss? Red light therapy will help your skin heal itself. It'll help produce more collagen. It'll help the skin tighten up and get firmer. But depending on how much weight loss we're talking, I think sometimes you can get quite a lot of loose skin. It's not a miracle maker, if there's a lot of loose skin, it's going to do a little bit, but it's not going to solve it all. I think Pen's question was about using the PainGo Pad for eyes. Yes. No, you can't. The PainGo Pad is for pain, joint pain, muscle pain, deep tissue treatments. You can use it around your gut. You can use it anywhere on your body, but you cannot use it on your eyes. It's just not made for the eyes. It's not made to go around the face. It won't be the appropriate power for your eyes. So you cannot, unfortunately, use the PainGo Pad for your eyes. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. It was an absolute pleasure. Of course, you can catch up with all of this on YouTube in a couple of days' time if you need to. So thank you for joining. We will do it again next week. So please send it to your friends. Let your friends know that this is happening, and we'll make it happen. Good night, guys. See you later.